The vehicle itself, it is of course designed also for Turkey but also for export markets, and it is very important for us because for this kind of 8x8 and 6x6 vehicles in Middle East countries there's a huge market, and that is also of course our goal. We want to be there, and that's why we have modified the vehicle so that it is better suited for those Middle East countries. For example, cooling and air conditioning, etc. They are redesigned. Nowadays the vehicles are quite similar, but of course there's some differences depending the markets. And for example, here in Turkey, of course, Turkish army and Turkish military is an important customer for us, and that is of course causing our design is based on those requirements. But as an overall, so nowadays those vehicles, for example, 6x6 and 8x8 vehicles, they are quite similar. So that is a tendency nowadays. There is two ways, of course there's many ways, but basically two ways to design that kind of wheeled vehicle. The first one is that you can have an engine in mid of the vehicle as we have, and then many manufacturers they have a front engine, and that is of course making quite big difference for the driver, because for example our vehicle we have a mid engine, and that gives a good visibility for the driver, and that is very important to see what is happening, and we have big periscopes, and that's a benefit. In PARS 8x8 we have in this configuration we have 12 crew totally, and in PARS 6 8 personnel. If we have a same turret, we can manufacture different levels of protection. Mine protection and also bulletproof protection, but normally it is so that it is based on customer requirements, and that is one of the most important things, and we try to get as light protection as possible because it is part of the payload. So that's and we have good facilities to make all kind of tests in our factory, so we are manufacturing the protection ourselves. The mobility is excellent, and one biggest difference is that we are now using hydropneumatic suspension, and that is giving good mobility because wheel travel is very big, and in off-road conditions that is very important, and that is one thing which we have improved quite a lot in recent years. There is grenade launcher, of course, that is one thing which is almost all the vehicles nowadays, and also the turret itself, it can have a machine gun, which is self-protection equipment, and as I have said, most of the requirements can be fulfilled. We can have, for example, this vehicle we have a door, but also we can have a ramp so that it is easier to go to the vehicle and go back to the vehicle. So that is one thing. But we have different kind of configurations depending on customer requirements. It's an emergency door. So if something happens so that you can't open the ramp, so there's a door where you can go out. We have a hydraulic ramp and it is operated by the driver, and also the crew can operate it so that they can open or close the ramp. That is one of the most important things because it's part of the survivability to see outside of the vehicle, and we have camera systems, night vision systems, so you can drive in the night time, and also day cameras. We have reverse camera, you can see what is happening in rear part of the vehicle, and cameras are coming nowadays. It is because they are quite small and pretty cheap, so everybody wants cameras nowadays, and it is good because we have, of course, inside the vehicle we have screens, but you can see what is happening outside the vehicle. In this vehicle we have an engine in front of the turret, and we have a corridor so that the driver and commander, they are sitting beside each other, and they can come also to the rear part of the vehicle, or the crew from here, they can go to the front part of the vehicle, and that is a benefit. So if something happens, they can escape from this side also, from the corridor. This is our own design turret, 25mm turret, and it's a double feed turret. And one-man turret, so there is only one man sitting there, the gunner. And but of course, this vehicle can be equipped with different kind of turrets, 30mm or almost whatever. Normally, these 8x8 vehicles and 6x6 vehicles, they are equipped with a 25 or 30mm turret, because the bigger ones they take so much space that you can't see, you can't have any more enough space for the soldiers. Mine protection is very important, of course, because mine accidents can happen, and that's why, for example, we have special seats. They are mine protected seats, so that if mine blows, there's a kind of suspension which is taking away that sharp hit which is coming from mine accident. Also, we have a special floor, as you can see here. So we have a mine protection under the vehicle, and still we have a special arrangement inside the vehicle so that it is preventing the food accident or anything happening for the soldiers' foods.